Hi guys, so for this video, I'm going to be sharing what I learned from the first heat of Dreamhack Opens. I played this tournament with my boy Rise, it was a duos event, and we actually did pretty darn decent. Rather than me just showing the gameplay though, I wanted to hop on a trend I've seen from other YouTubers like Rody Bros, Marin TM, and Kiwis. Basically what I'm gonna do is review my games with you guys. I'm gonna talk about everything I did right or wrong. What I did was I recorded all 10 games without a face cam. I think it's the first time I've recorded without face cam in a while. That way it's a lot easier for me to go in and out. So hopefully you guys enjoy a video like this. I've never made one before. Let me know down below what you think. I personally think it will be really helpful because I wrote down a ton of notes. They've already helped me just looking at them. But without further ado, let's get right on into it. Starting off in game 1, the big Rise and I decided to land Dirty Docks. We wanted to land at a spot where there was at least one other duo, that way we could fight off spawn, but also not like 5 duos at Salty or Pleasant. As we landed, Rise decided to go on the big electrical tower thing. He told me he could beam someone out of the air, which he did not do, so I was kind of forced to land on the back right side. As you might guess, this is a really big mistake. Due to the fact Rise and I were split up so much, we gave up a huge amount of real estate at Dirty. There was only one other duo and we let them have the entire left and middle side. I literally had like 2 chests in total. Now, if Rise and I were playing for placement, this really wouldn't be that big of an issue. We could just fall back to Cape Cod, farm mats there, get extra loot. The thing is, this was our W key game. If you're trying to qualify past the open rounds of any big tournament, you need to take advantage of your first match. This is because, as I've explained before, the first match is going to have the most amount of average or bad players. You're just not going to be able to steamroll pros once you get into the higher point lobbies. Therefore, you want to get as many points as you can in the lower lobbies, giving you a nice head start on the leaderboard. Back to what Rise and I did though, we actually did a solid job of getting kills in the mid game. I believe we had something like 5 kills by the time half and half rolled around. Again though, it would have been a lot easier had we killed that duo at Dirty. Regardless, to finish out game 1, we had a pretty awkward zone. I'll talk more about this later, but there's no rotation anymore, which means it's really hard if you get a bad zone. There's no more rift fish, there's no more shockwaves. We were basically forced to swim over water and tarp. By the way, I died because I had no mats, and I think Rise died the same exact way. It was a pretty shambles endgame. So that was game 1. We finished with around 7 kills, 75 points. Not too bad, honestly, but it could have been way better. And speaking of games that could have gone better, game 2 was an absolute mess. We again landed Dirty, we again did not fight, and we again had really bad loot. Luckily this time we did get zone. You can see we hit the fatty dead side rotate behind Dirty in the water. Your boy got the nice rotations. That's at which point someone from Steamy actually landed near us. I'm not sure whether or not they wanted to fight, but Rise hit a nice shot on one of them with his sniper. We decided to push, and we got the one guy we sniped down to like 3 HP. I really don't know how he didn't die. I swear I hit him for white 3 different times. Oh yeah, and watch this. I took the guy who had 3 HP's wall, and somehow he's already back at 200 HP. My man must have popped like 10 splashes or something, because he was just not going down. My main takeaway from game 2 was to end fights way quicker. Had Rise and I just hit one more shot on that guy, then we would have easily been able to clean up his duo, and we would have been set for the end game. However, because we could not lock down that kill, we lost high ground and had no real way to rotate to zone. You see how the lack of rotation comes back to bite us? It's like a hidden motif in a book. Call me itsJerian. But yeah, that's what happened. We died because Storm was coming in and we got into a fight with that same team who was on high ground. Not too great of a start to Dreamhack. Moving on to game 3, we decided to switch it up and land Salty Towers. Salty, as with every other heavily contested drop spot, is all about how good your drop is off the battle bus. If you're able to get control of the main building that we call Trump, then you're going to be in a really good position to clean up the rest of the lobby. Rise and I did just that. He had the best drop for the building. I decided to land below him just to be safe. As you can see, I guess I made the right decision because there were 2 psychos trying to 50-50 me. I knocked one and died, but Rise clutched up and got me back to life. From that point, we actually had pretty solid loadouts. We had almost full shield, good mats, so we did what we always do and just slayed out.
In the water.
Cracked him. Nice. Still a Travis Scott skin.
They are playing so weird. There's not an FNTF final. Back up.
Got one.
Yeah.
He's on me, the teammate.
22 away.
Nice. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm kind of just gonna pop in and out randomly. What I wanted to add in right now though, my little sort of takeaway, is why you should always fight together as a duo. As Rise and I were inside Salty getting pushed by some maniacs, I realized that Rise was like 3 levels above me inside the building. I immediately told Rise to drop down to me. I even shot out his floor just so he could get down faster, and we started to box fight from there. This may seem really straightforward and simple, but it's actually what won us the fight. Our opponents went in 1 by 1, essentially making it 2 1v2s. I see way too many bad duos do this, including me and Rise sometimes, and it's easily the worst mistake you can make while fighting in a team game mode. Just think about it. Why would you take 2 different 1v2s when you could easily just take a 2v2 or even turn it and make it a 2v1? It's actually kind of funny because as I'm saying this, me and Rise were in a huge box fight outside Misty where we did get separated. I did my best to get back to Rise a few different times, but it's kind of hard to track him down. Rise is a maniac who runs away from me. I need to put that man on a leash. Regardless, we did pick up some kills here. We were on the congested side, which is probably why there were so many duos. I counted like 3 or 4 different duos just in our one area. That doesn't even include the people third partying. Regardless of all of that, I'm definitely going to do a better job of staying aware of Rise's position. I'm also just gonna try to not get separated because that's usually how we did die. You just gotta stick near your teammates. So that's pretty much all there was to game 3. We died with like 10 kills, which is actually pretty good. We did die because we got split up though. This game helped us climb the leaderboards a lot, and we were actually sitting pretty highly up. After that was game 4, which was butt cheeks at a stick. It was a really bad game. I had good loot and shield when we landed Salty. Rise unfortunately got lasered through a window, so I had to run towards him and try to fight the other 2 guys who were near him. I did my best to come help, but I did end up getting pinched between the 2 guys. They had a bunch of shield, which threw me off guard. We ended with no kills in game 4. Game 5 was our pop-off match. We were already doing pretty well. I think we were top 4%, and this game made us go all the way up to the top 1%.
Oh, I hear a car coming right towards us.
White dead.
Nice. Don't kill him.
This guy's lasered. He's lasered. He's lasered. Oh, he's getting sniped at.
Blow him up. Blow him up. Nice.
Oh, to your right too. There's 2 teams. 2 teams.
What are they doing?
They're trying to fight.
50?
He's just trying to snipe me.
Oh my god, these kids are so weird.
Crack the shield.
That
Oh, we're getting jumped on by another team.
come here.
In our box. Nice. Let's go.
God. I'm literally the world's best box fighter. Jeez, man.
Oh, he's going for the reboot. He got the card. He really went for the reboot.
They're in the sand on me.
Yeah.
160 in the air. 160 in the air. Hey, skin. That holy clipped.
He's right here. Got him box. Nice.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's going in my next highlights video.
Yeah, I'm spraying. He's got a sniper.
Oh, 70 white.
White. Dead. Now, if you notice on the minimap, the zone was really far away. I told Rise we should just rotate, like just jump in the water and swim. We did that, well, at least I did, and I got to zone safely. Do you know who didn't do that? Rise. He told me that he was farming brick instead of swimming, and he did not follow behind me when I told him to. Can you guess what happened? He got lasered, pushed by a psycho, and held by the rest of the lobby. He did get 1 kill before he died. I sniped the guy who was pushing him on top of his box, and then he cleaned him up. We got sub points. The takeaway here though, outside of listening to your teammates, is that you need to rotate early in this meta. Because there are no rift fish or shockwaves, you're gonna be forced to run or swim to pretty much every zone. Oh, also bouncer. Sometimes Rise and I did not have bouncers and we were screwed. Additionally, which is even more important than that, you really have to pay attention to where you are positioned. I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect. I still need to improve a lot. This is definitely one of the things I really need to work on. Small stuff like staying more center, getting in better position for half and half, not wasting bats just rotating to half and half or even the moving zones. Your boy is gonna get better, do not worry. By the way, me and Rise had 11 kills this game and I died as a solo. On to game 6, I believe. This was another really weird game. We looted Risky really quickly. We rotated out early, but then we got pushed by 2 guys in Pleasant. One thing Rise definitely could have done better, I don't even think he's gonna watch this, is not jump out from the car. Once you get shot at in a car, you can actually just build out the window. You don't have to jump out and try to fight whoever shoots at you. It was okay though, it did work out because Rise is a really good fighter. The duo who tried to push us was not too good, and we cleaned him up pretty quickly. By we, I mean me, because I'm just just a god. I got both kills right there. It's just something good to keep in mind when you're inside a car because cars are the best rotation for the mid game. After that, when we decided to rotate for the end game, we had another water zone. Let me know down below for all you guys who played Dreamhack. Did you have like 5 different water zones? Every single end game we had was in water. This one was outside sweaty and we were pretty shambles. I think both of us each got headshot sniped just sitting there. I usually never get sniped, but it did happen. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This could be another little takeaway, I guess, but because there are no rotation, there's no utility items, everyone is going to be carrying a sniper. This mixed with the fact that everyone thinks they're Chris Kyle means you're gonna be getting sniped a lot more. So my advice is to try not to peek. Don't just spray out in the open. Always make sure you are covered. Once zone popped in this game, we hit the cheeky little dead side rotate. I got some pressure off Rise for him to rotate with a snipe. Everything was going well until this happened.
Campfire.
Yeah, so after that, we were screwed. Rise straight up got harpooned through a wall while healing. I guess that's what happens when you play on 50 ping. But I was left as a solo. Your boy Jerian did his best though. I tried to avoid everyone I could. But once people realize you're solo, it's kind of over. Hashtag RIP Jerian. Game 7, I'm gonna turn into a test for you guys. I'm gonna let you watch all the fights in the early and mid game, and then I want you to tell me what my big mistake was. A hint is that I talked about it like 3 minutes ago.
Okay.
He's 2 HP. Nice. Where's the teammate? Oh, he's by me. He's by me.
Don't push me off.
Oh yeah,
my.
Fight. Oh, nice. Push that guy. Lasered.
I fight.
He's white. He broke his shield.
60 white. Dead. Cracked them. I mean, 100 each way. Dead.
Nice.
These are so weird.
Oh, behind you. Oh my, how is he running so fast?
He's in the sand. He's in the sand. He's in the
Oh my god. Yeah, so we got separated. We took a 1v2 instead of a 2v2, and I lost. I mainly blame myself for this fight because I told Rise to fight the guy. I thought the dude sand tunneling was a solo, but he actually wasn't. His teammate was behind me, and by the time I got to Rise, he had beamed me in the back. What I also got to do is remind myself not to panic when I get low. I start to tunnel vision a lot, and I kind of lose track of where Rise actually was. I probably would have lived if I had just built toward Rise. Come on, Jerian, you know that. Game 8 was another absolute mess. That was the whole tournament in a nutshell. We landed risky and we aimed for the house. I had the best drop, which has 3 chests in it. Somehow though, I only got 2 snipers from all those floor loots and chests. There was no other loot. We actually got 1 kill. You can see I run straight at the guy in his box with a sniper. I straight up no-scoped him in the chest and hit him for 105. Rise ended up getting the kill, but then the teammate came and I was pretty much screwed. Rise couldn't really secure the kill or get my card either, so he just played it out solo for 5 minutes. I actually left. I think I went to pee. So I'll save you from the boredom of watching Rise. I think he got 1 kill as a solo. We're 8 games in. We were around top 2%. We really needed a solid last 2 games. Drum roll, please. Game 9, we positioned really well. We were always at the center of zone. We were always in the most optimal position. We had max mats. We refarmed everything. Yet Circle still somehow went full distance. I think I picked up 1 kill in the mid game when we were based up. There was some psycho trying to get into our box. Your boy Jerian had to put him down. Other than that though, we just got unlucky. And yes, I know I shouldn't be saying that. It's a stupid mindset to have. Blaming RNG is not going to make me better, but gosh dang, I really could not get any zones this tournament. I think what I have to start doing is taking some sort of rotation. We did have chili peppers this game, which we wasted trying to get away from some psychos. A good idea might be to carry 0-point fish. Those are actually way more attainable than rift fish, and we do land near water, so that's not a bad idea thinking about that now. I just wish I could get some zones. As for the 10th and final game, I really have no words for it. I'm just gonna let you guys watch. Oh. There's brick right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm different. Come here.
I'm getting sprayed. I have harpoons, so if you see any dead bodies, we can't see anything.
Oh, what the hell? Bouncer, come here. Told you we were gonna need Surge. It just kicked me out.
What the?
Did you get kicked out as well?
No, but it...
Alright, well.
In case you couldn't tell what happened, Rise just randomly got kicked from the game. We were in the moving zone, Storm Surge just kicked in, we were below it, and boom, Rise is gone. Please don't ask me how it happened. No, he didn't get banned. I kinda wish he did because he sucks. That's a joke, by the way. I also have no idea how this superhero skin got into my box. Did any of you guys see her? I did not see her at all. I just honestly don't know anymore. Overall, guys, that is what I learned from the open rounds of Dreamhack duos. For a quick recap, I gotta remember to stay aware of my teammates' positioning. Way too many times we got caught out 1v2 rather than being 2v2 or 2v1. On top of that, I have to do a better job of actually having rotation, whether that be 0-point fish or chili peppers, even bouncers. I just need a way to rotate for those really far zones because my RNG was crap. Oh yeah, and I also gotta drop Rise. So if you guys enjoyed the video or you learned something new, do be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel somewhere down here, and to turn on my post notifications. Shout out to everyone on the screen for using code JERIAN. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have been so supportive lately, and it's really made me happy. I cannot thank you all enough, and I will keep posting bangers. Otherwise, that's it from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later!